Welcome to this module on design principles. Today we are looking at the separation of concerns, arguably the single most foundational idea in all of software architecture. Understanding it deeply will explain why systems are split into layers, services and modules, and will give you a mental model you will use for the rest of your career. Imagine a code base where the function that renders a web page also validates an order, calculates the total, and writes to the database all at once. That sounds convenient at first, but the moment a tax rule changes, you are rewriting rendering code. A database schema change breaks your UI. Every part of the system is entangled with every other part, and the cost of change grows faster than the system itself. Think about a professional restaurant kitchen. There is a clear division of labor. One station takes orders, one cooks, one plates, one cleans. Nobody crosses those lines. If the dishwasher breaks down, it does not stop the chef from cooking. Separation of concerns works the same way. Each part of your system owns its job, and a problem or change in one area stays contained there. The most common way separation of concerns is made concrete is through layering. You split the system into a presentation layer, responsible only for showing things and capturing input, a business logic layer, responsible only for rules and decisions, and a data layer, responsible only for reading and writing persistent information. Each layer talks only to the one directly below it, never skipping layers and never reaching upward. Follow a single request through the system. The user submits a form, that is the presentation layer's job. It hands raw input down to the business logic layer, which applies validation rules and calculates the order total. The business logic layer then asks the data layer to save the result. The confirmation travels back up the same path, and the presentation layer renders the success message. At no point does any layer do another layer's job, and that is the key consequence of the principle. Separation of concerns does have a real upfront cost. You create more files, more boundaries, and more indirection than a single tangled module would require. For a 20-line script, you will throw away tomorrow. That overhead is not worth it. But for any system that will grow, be maintained, or be worked on by more than one person, the benefits quickly dominate. Changes stay contained, teams stay unblocked, and each piece can be understood and tested on its own. The practical test is simple. Look at any module or function and ask yourself how many different reasons it could change. If the answer is more than one, say, it changes when the UI redesigns and also when a business rule updates, it is carrying more than one concern and should be split. Name your layers and modules after their single responsibility, enforce that dependencies only flow downward, and revisit your boundaries regularly, because real code bases tend to blur them over time. To bring it all together, separation of concerns is the discipline of giving each part of a system exactly one job. It is the root idea behind layers, tiers, and modular design. When a concern is isolated, a change to that concern touches only the component that owns it. Nothing else breaks. That property is what makes large systems maintainable, teams productive, and architectures comprehensible. Every major pattern you encounter in this course is, at its heart, a specific application of this principle.